Hey everyone, this is Sabrina here with Onyx and Omelette, my starlings. For those of you that have watched, you know that I have two starlings, a male and a female. Starlings require regular beak and nail trimming care. I mean, there's no getting around it. They have lots of rocks and special perches and things like that that help keep their nails down a little bit, but they grow very fast. So this is the footage from our bird room, showing me grabbing Omelette for a trim today. Her beak was getting long on the top, and she had a few nails that were getting long, not all of them, but a few. So as you noticed, it was dark when we first entered the bird room, and that's because I waited until sunset. That's the easiest time to grab them. They're super fast, and because I raised two at once and they're free flight all day long, they just don't like to be grabbed. I mean, they'll walk around on me, they'll let me touch their feet, but they don't want me to put my hand around their body. So I have to wait until dark so that they can't really see what I'm doing. You don't need anything too fancy to pull this off. We use regular fingernail clippers. Just make sure that they're really sharp. There's no sense in messing around with dull ones, right? You want this to be as quick and painless as possible. So we use regular fingernail clippers, and then always keep some cornstarch on hand in case there is bleeding, of course. Anyways, here is a picture that I took of Omelette earlier today. You could see that the top beak was getting a little bit long. You never need to trim the bottom beak, but I did trim the top beak a little bit just to line it up perfectly with the bottom beak. Trimming the bottom beak can be very dangerous for the birds, and there's just no need to do it. So that was done tonight, and then I also got a few of her fingernails. As you could see, she needed a few of those done. Grabbing them is the hardest part. They don't like to be touched, like I said, but once you get a hold of them, it's not so bad, you know. I was consoling her and comforting her as we went through the process, and we had to make some adjustments, so I was in the right lighting so I could see what I was doing. It's definitely a two-person job for us. I know some people can grab their birds and trim their nails by themselves, but for these starlings, for these two, it's a two-person job. So this is my husband. He only really comes in to help me with nail and beak trimming. I let him hold the birds usually. I get the birds situated in his hand properly. You've got to make sure that you don't cover their voice box or anything like that. You know, you don't want to hurt them. You don't need to apply very much pressure, but you need to make sure you have a hold of them so they don't slip out. So anyways, he's always helpful in holding the birds while I find the nails and stuff that need to be trimmed. So we appreciate you guys watching the video. We've got lots of content on the channel. Some of it's educational regarding starlings, and some of it's just fun bird blog type stuff, a day in the life, so to speak. Living with starlings is absolutely incredible. So please check out our other content, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, everybody.